Hey DRB people, it's Hunter here in the makeshift studios in our apartment in Hillsboro, Oregon. Glad to be with you. So honored to be on this journey with you through the Bible. To our old-time listeners, folks that have been with us for 10 years now or going on 10 years, welcome. Glad that you're sticking with the journey, and we are thrilled to be a part of your life in this small way, showing up with you through the Bible every day. But also to our new listeners, just want to welcome you and let you know we try and keep it simple. We simply read through the scriptures and we try to show up for each other and to encourage each other with the good news that the Bible actually does proclaim good news amidst all of its very complex and interesting plot lines and stories. Through it all, we see something that emerges. And that something is actually a someone, it's Jesus. And he becomes the crux of it all. He is the way in which we begin to approach the Bible. And that's the way we're going to do it for 2023, is to look and to seek and to try to understand all that we are reading through the scriptures, through the lens of Jesus. And I guess that interpretive method, theologically, it's called a Christological approach to understanding the scriptures, or a Christological hermeneutic of the scriptures. That applies not just when we're looking at the Bible, that also applies when we're looking at our lives, that we're going to approach an understanding of our lives through Jesus. And I think if we do that, we'll have all the perspective that we need, all the encouragement that we need, all the hope and the joy that we absolutely need in this life. Just a little tip here I wanted to give you in how to approach, I guess, the day-to-dayness of it. When you have a big goal in mind, one thing that's helpful is to break it up into chunks and set smaller goals for yourself. So let me suggest one for you. Read every day, or show up with the podcast every day as possible. I know that life doesn't always happen in a linear fashion, and there's ups and downs and hits and misses, etc. But as you are able, show up until Lent. And Lent begins on February the 22nd. Set that as a goal. I'm going to show up as best I can until February the 22nd, and then we'll go from there. We'll begin to re-engage for the next goal, which would be the next 40 plus days until Easter. And then from Easter on to Pentecost. And we'll break this down into manageable and encouraging chunks. It's a technical word, chunks. But I think that will be helpful for you in your journey through the scriptures. And before you know it, we'll be back at the end of December, and you will have accomplished this goal that you set for yourself. But more than that, our heart and our prayer, and it's said every day in the podcast, we desire to be transformed by love, by encountering the love of God. In the end, we can read all the scriptures in the world, and if they don't change us and mold us in the direction of love, well then, that was a royal waste of time. So let's do that together. And let me just again welcome you all. Glad that you're here on this journey. Let's keep at it, one day at a time. All righty? And let's go forward in God's joy. Let's let his joy be our strength. And let's always remember this, that you are loved. All righty? I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.